Hi everybody, welcome to Tacky Tablecloths, episode 10.
We did it! We got to 10!
Dabbing on you for episode 10. Dabbing on you for episode 10.
He's dabbing on you for episode 10, and I'm going to abstain from dabbing for now.
Speaking of dabs.
Why?
We'll jump right into our first news topic.
You made him cry, dude. You made Alex cry.
You guys see that Vermont legalized recreational marijuana this
He
week?
doesn't even
I did.
give a
That was the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning.
Did they really, though?
Yeah, I had a
That's
notification.
awesome.
And I think that they laid the framework for it to be legalized sometime last year, but now maybe it is actually legalized. I just read the headline, though. That was the only one I didn't actually read into, because I'm just like, hey, weed victory.
Yeah, I was waking up, so I didn't really have time to...
Sweet, OG. Kush.
So America's version of Canada is now following Canada's suit.
That's right.
America.
Piss off a lot of rednecks doing
Yeah,
that.
piss off a lot of rednecks.
I'm sorry, he's singing our song. He's singing their song with America.
Canada. Did you know that today's Canada Day, Justin?
Yes, it did.
I knew he'd know.
I played with a Canadian on Overwatch last night.
Eh?
Yeah,
Wow.
He had to. He explained to me when to correctly use A.
Yeah. It's not really something people use all the time, and it's not something that everybody uses everywhere in Canada.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Midwesterners. They'd say, like, oh, I'm sneak right past you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, I asked him.
Area,
I asked him if anybody in Canada says that. He's like, no, that's What are you on about?
What are you on about, mate?
But you do just drink blood or maple syrup straight out of the tree, right?
No, but
Drink blood
whenever
straight
you
out
are
of the tree.
Well, the tree's blood.
See,
Maple
what I
syrup.
do is I stab the tree and I got the surgical tube, or not the tube, whatever, where the blood gets dry. I don't know the term for that. And you put
tube.
The tube, the medical tube, and then you stick it right in your arm, and maple syrup just flows right into the bloodstream. That's what gives Canadians their strength.
You mean their
Justin
high blood
can flip
sugar?
this whole
Yes,
thing
they're
over.
high
I probably
chronic
could
diabetes.
flip this table over, but
Using
I
his
think that you
Canadian
could also
strength.
do that too. Maybe even bring.
No, here.
I could flip this table. I don't want to because there's
Yeah, this table's flippable.
well over $1,000 of expensive equipment on
Let's
this
see,
table.
we got this much plus this much. Okay, that's a lot.
I can't
plus
do it!
this much.
I can't do it!
Yeah, you gotta
Really
buy me a
can't
new
leave it.
laptop.
You really can't lift it?
No, it's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke.
Yeah, the most important thing is you don't want to hurt the corn.
Yeah, National Corn Day.
No.
Look at this nice hair. Somebody get me a little brush here.
Oh god, yeah. Oh man,
Somebody get a brush. Let's brush
Ooh.
that hair.
she's peeling.
She is peeling.
Ha! Pulled out her
oh.
weave.
Can it was fake the whole time?
Ha! It's a weave.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for getting corn hairs all over.
That does not
What
look
is
like a good.
what is he doing?
ear of
Okay,
corn
Alex
anyway.
is peeling the corn now.
We're narrating.
He's peeling it like an ice cream
You should
bar.
try flossing with some of that hair.
Ew. Oh, what are we doing?
I don't know.
We
Eat it. Eat it.
Is he
Eat
gonna?
it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna do that while he started talking about a news topic.
Alright.
No, news isn't for first segment. News is for later. This is the segment where we do weird
Oh,
shit.
now it looks like a lot of pubes.
He's eating corn now. He's eating raw corn.
Tell me that doesn't look like pubes. Like you just shaved
Yeah.
in the sink.
Yeah, I know it
Oh,
does.
dude, I used to do this all the time back at Kroger.
Really?
No, you didn't.
Just eat a
Eat
corn.
raw corn.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
butter. No salt.
Eat
Ew.
raw corn.
Real corn.
I mean,
I never had fake corn.
I mean,
I said raw corn.
Oh,
you can do that. It's not. Oh my god. Okay.
This corn's pretty old though, so it's not so good.
I have
Alex,
to say-
tell me about the wedding you went to last night.
I went to a wedding last night.
He did.
did you get a stamp for being eligible for alcohol?
No, that's from Tequila Cowboy.
Did you ride the?
Was that where the reception was? Or
No, that was just sort of around 9 o'clock. Everyone was still drunk, and they were like,
Let's go party.
"We're going to Tequila Cowboy!" And I was like, "All right."
Where was the wedding at?
I couldn't tell you exactly where.
Was it in the Polaris area?
No, it was in Uptown Westerville.
Oh.
It was in some sort of like a Legionnaire post kind of thing. You know?
You're talking about the thing across, like right next to the Westerville Library, the Blendon
No.
Lodge.
No, it
what are those
was
people?
Was it in a church?
Freemasons?
No, it was an American Legion post thing.
Mm.
You know, one of those things
Where the armory is?
No,
Next to the post office?
No.
Whatever. You guys have no idea if you're listening anywhere outside of Columbus, Ohio.
Fuck, I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I don't even remember where it was.
Yeah, I don't know where things. Oh my god, will you stop eating the corn?
Or if you're going to eat
It's-
corn, get a
I
little
know
closer so we get
you
this
don't
down.
have to commit.
This is our 25 subscriber special here.
25 subscribers.
Man eats corn.
Um,
I'm just
Tune in
gonna.
for 50 subscribers where he's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
eat
just
a
gonna
corn
take
husk.
just all the clips of you taking bites of corn, edit it down into one video, and
Crunch,
just
crunch, crunch,
post that.
crunch,
See how many
crunch,
views that
that's
gets.
fine.
25 subscriber corn.
Whatever. If it gets us more views.
Wait, I wonder
So-
if Pornhub changed their name to Cornhub again this year for National Corn Day.
It's not National Corn Day.
Oh, it isn't?
National
No,
Corn Day was
no.
the
The whole thing was, the dank memes subreddit decided on July 1st post corn memes, and it because they're weird and want to do weird shit sometimes. But
And we just happened to have corn that I hadn't
yeah,
eaten
I
yet.
forgot about the corn hub thing.
Should've
Was that
eaten
last
like
year or the
I
year
don't
before?
remember when it was, but it was hilarious.
I think it was
that
for April.
Yeah, it was April Fool's.
Oh, April Fool's?
Yeah.
Cornhub.
I've got corn pubes everywhere now.
Yeah, great. You want to? Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
so-
vacuum when we're done.
No, that's all on the table.
Well,
So I went to a wedding.
There's also some on your chest.
Yeah, I know. I'll get it later. I'm busy telling
yeah,
the
talk
story.
about the cool wedding you went to. What kind of wacky things did you do at the cool wedding?
Is it a steampunk wedding?
No, thankfully it was not. Although the ring did come out in a Pokeball.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
because
what?
my friends who got married, they're both huge like Pokemon fans.
Mm-hmm.
Their big thing, they actually called each other. There were like two specific Pokemon that they always like referred to each other as. Like one was Squirtle and one was Charmander. Because the girl
Wait.
actually,
Was she Squirtle?
she was, but no, that was from long before.
No, I get it. It's,
Come
on,
anyway, so their ring came out in a Pokeball. That was really cool. It was really nice. I haven't been to a wedding since I was like, 12 at the oldest. It was whatever that wedding I had to wear a kilt for. I don't remember.
Oh,
what
yeah.
it was. That was the last wedding I've been to. So I was like, this is weird. This is new. This is interesting. I haven't drank in about probably almost 2 months.
yeah.
And even then, it was only like a beer or two. I got absolutely shit-faced.
I know you
But-
you became a janitor.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just clean that up for you.
At the end of the night, Alex was like, the guy who got married, his name was Alex.
Yes.
For context, well,
Yeah.
for them.
Right. For the audience.
He was like, will you sweep up? And I was like, fuck no, because I was shit-faced. And he's like, I'll give you the rest of this bottle of champagne. And I was like, alright.
Sweeping I go.
So I'm just pushing a broom with one hand, just chugging a bottle of champagne with the other. I stole another bottle of champagne from them.
And in the morning, I'm eating corn.
And in the morning, I'm eating corn.
It's been a wild weekend for you.
It has. It's been a really wild weekend. It was really weird because, like, I remember when the two of them met. It was at a party being thrown by my, at the time, girlfriend. At her house, like, in her hot tub.
Whoa.
And the two of them, like, bonded over that. So it's just kind of weird to get to this point.
I see you.
Like-
I see you like hot tubs. I also like hot tubs.
I mean, it was just, they were both in it at the same time.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But it's just
And
really...
yeah, it's
really
magical.
weird to think about.
It's the magical culmination of.
They lasted
Romance.
this whole time. They're getting married. And I'm sitting here at a table with fucking rainbow cake on it and eating a ear of corn.
That's where our lives are.
Yeah, this is where my life's at right now.
All right.
That's really random.
Oh my God, so random.
That's so random.
What?
That's so random.
Do you watch Chris D'Elia at all?
Delia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a bit about girls saying that's so random.
Mm-hmm. I think
It's
it's
so funny.
He was just on H3's
Yeah.
podcast. I haven't watched that yet. But
I think his Comedy Central special just came out too.
yeah.
But I don't have
But-
cable, so.
Did they just have like a DJ or did they get a band or?
They had a DJ, some dude with a giant beard. just playing. It played a lot of like half songs and then transitioned to other songs. It was really fucking irritating.
Oh, so he was a true DJ, but he was trying to create the mood, but he didn't let the songs play long enough for the mood to really...
Yeah, like, you know, all the white people get out there, like, he started playing Billie Jean, like, halfway in the middle of Billie Jean, and then it just, like, transitions into something else entirely.
Yeah.
And, like, I think the only song that played out the entirety of was that fucking John Mellencamp song.
Jack and Diane.
Is that the one that's about sucking down chili dogs behind the Tasty Freeze?
Yeah,
that fucking song. Sucking down chili dogs behind the Tasty Freeze.
How you doing living on the heartland? Yeah.
But that was...
Oh, yeah!
That was just fucking
Life
weird.
goes on.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Weddings are interesting.
Yeah, they are.
I
don't... Yeah, most people just get DJs now. I mean...
They don't hire the bands anymore?
No, because I played a couple weddings in a wedding band before.
He's out of work now because they won't play him.
I'm out of work. No, I intentionally
opted
out. Yeah. I mean, it was fun, doing that. Wait, yeah, how many weddings? I think I played 2 weddings. No, they were like late 20s, early 30s, I think. Like the one we played was on the it was like right on the Olentangy River, like these fucking rich ass people, and they had it was at a mansion, and then you went down to like the water side, and they put up like this giant tent around their own personal tennis court, and that's where the reception was. And so they had like food set up or whatever, and they for some reason already had a stage built next to the. Why are you giving me that look?
Because his chord is terrible.
You just gave me the childish Gambino face, his like pirate-eyed thing he does in the music video. Anyway, yeah, and so I mean it went pretty cool. We got free drinks and shit, but yeah, there was this one fucking asshole. I think he was the groom's friend, and he kept like running up on stage and like taking my microphone and like he like stepped on my pedal board at one point. I'm just like, really, motherfucker? Like, you know how much this shit cost? He probably doesn't give a shit because he's one of those silver spooners. But he had to like push me out of the way and take my. Hey, do you guys know how to play Brown Eyed Girl? No, but
yes, but fuck you.
Yeah, well, we ended up playing it, but like in between sets, I just like looked on my phone and I like learned it in like 5 seconds. Like, okay, I guess we're playing this now, and it sounded terrible, but it's a bunch of drunk white people, so they don't give a shit. And then he like got up on stage, like, "Do you guys know how to play Carmen, Ohio?" We're like, we're not playing the fucking OSU song, Alma Mater. Yeah, oh, they did. And so Jim Bob's like, he's all, of course he's going to be all into it. And and I was just like, I really didn't want to do it, but you gotta please the people who are fucking paying you.
You gotta get some tips.
And so I didn't do anything. I just sort of stood there and didn't, because I refused to play it for those people, and yeah, he came on, grabbed the mic. However the hell it goes, and then he got way too drunk at the end of the night and passed out, like on a chair like this. And his friends were drawing dicks on him, and then once they all left...
This is what happens when you act like this at parties,
yeah, exactly.
Guys, so
Well, yeah, so he passed out, and then they drew dicks on him, and then when we were all packing up, I went over and there was a Sharpie, so I drew the biggest dick right on his forehead, and took a picture of it, and then gave him the bird, and then...
I would have put balls around the eyes and then dick right down the face.
No, it was like right across his forehead. It was a big veiny motherfucker. Like, fuck that guy, Macklemore looking motherfucker.
If you're good at drawing dicks, are you gay?
No, dude, that's just an art form. It's cool, man. Like 8% of kids do it.
That's a better groomsman than the groomsman at Alex's wedding yesterday, though.
Why? What'd he do?
Trying to convince him to go to a strip club.
No, you don't
go to
after
the wedding.
Yeah, you don't go to a strip club. No, you don't go to a strip club after your own wedding. You go fuck your wife.
Yeah, no, he wanted Alex to bring his wife to the strip club. We're just like, no.
There's no good strip clubs around here anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
And you want to know how I know this without going to any of them? Never once has anybody come to me with some raging review of, oh my god, the strip club last night was the best thing I've ever done. You have to go.
Well, nobody anywhere does.
Because no one, like, I will admit that I've been to a few in my day, and I'm not gonna immediately.
Yeah, you got to meet Sophie D.
I did. Well, I didn't meet her. My boy met her.
Right. Yeah, took a picture with her. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't go around going, oh boy, let me tell you about that.
Let me tell you, this strip club had all the amenities, man.
It's just people talked about strip clubs the way they talk about food in the short north. You know. Then I might be interested in going to one.
Oh, it was a delicacy, let me tell you.
Gruel on the floor.
Oh, it was cage free.
Cage free.
It was cage free.
The clams were fresh.
Grass fed.
Grass fed.
It was harvested. The clams were harvested just this morning.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know that was going to work out so well.
Yeah.
I mean, no, just because it's fucking
You told a funny joke.
That's the difference between something that's acceptable and something that you and the men that you go with just share in silence and shame for the rest of your lives.
Yeah, getting
nutted in his pants.
Getting a stripper at a bachelor party is one thing, but like being like, hey, let's take the bachelor party to the strip club. It's like, come on, guys, you really can't find anything else better to do.
We can call other Alex and ask him about his uncomfortable stripper experience.
Yeah,
his sisters.
Yeah, his sister's husband's bachelor party. Yeah, they got a stripper who showed up late, like super duper late, because they were out in the middle of nowhere.
Was it a midget stripper?
No.
Okay.
We also don't use that word anymore.
Fun fact.
Tiny?
Without
little people.
Without
That's
outing that restaurant. That restaurant was the one who catered his wedding.
The what?
One?
The
Carfagnas? Is that what you're gonna say?
That's what I was trying to say without implicating anyone.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
Who cares?
I don't want that family coming down on us.
Oh no, they said our name.
No, they advertised us in a good light. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Well, we did just talk about their son getting a stripper.
No, that's
bachelor
what I'm
party.
That's what I'm talking about.
Who cares?
They
were all there.
I meant to say the lasagna family.
Yeah,
Sorry.
The other Italians that.
They're Italian.
They run Columbus.
There's the Carfagnas.
Oh,
the Carsonis.
Said it again.
The Corleones.
I don't think it was Gianmarco's. I'm pretty sure it was Carfagnas.
I'm
talking about the three big Italian food
yeah.
Oh.
In the Westerville, Columbus area.
Yeah.
Is Carsoni's that big? They just have that one little, like, restaurant.
There, what's that pizza place? Pasquale's?
Pasquale's, yeah.
Yeah, they're in Uptown.
Their pizza's not that great. It's pricey.
It used, like, last time I haven't had it in years, but it was real good.
I remember the only time I went there with you guys.
No, the best pizza that used to be in Uptown was Michael's. Do you remember that? It was like it was like 2 doors down from Old School, the skate shop.
Michael's Chicago style pizza?
No.
Oh.
No, it was just a little hole in the wall. Best goddamn pizza I've ever had, and then the place burned down. And then he ended up being on. Did you guys ever watch that, like, the food truck challenge shows on Travel Channel or for a while? Yeah, he was on that
I'm Bobby
show.
Fay. I can cook better than you. Hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got eliminated in, like, the second, third round or something like that, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like, hey, I've met that guy. Yeah, you can stop eating the corn now. You don't have to keep eating the corn. No one is forcing you to eat the corn.
But it's our 25 subscriber special.
Oh my god!
I think you've already taken 25 bites. So
I'm worried at what you'll do when we get to 100.
I don't have. Oh wait, is 100 the hot dog eating contest?
Oh yeah, if we can get to 100 subscribers, they'll have a hot dog eating contest.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Alex will lose at a.
Oh shit! Ooh, there's competition here. So spread this around.
The man who won't even have
spread this around to all your friends if you want to see these two doofuses eat a bunch of hot dogs.
You're gonna eat vegan hot dogs.
No, I'm not.
You're sucking down.
No, I don't.
You're slurping down vegan hot
dogs. No, I'm on a diet. I can't eat.
Sucking down
all right, dude. Then you're slurping
calories.
down celery. That's just fucking water.
Yeah, well.
We'll just cut celery into hot dogs size.
Do you know how long it takes to eat celery?
You know how long
you ever eaten celery?
You ever just eat celery?
Yeah, I have.
This guy eats celery.
But yeah, so.
Oh God.
I'm just. Where else do you want me to do with it?
Where else do you want me to do with it?
Where else do we want you to do?
Yeah. Did we have other things to talk about today other than corn?
I'm wearing my banana brain shirt.
Cool.
I have a fun.
Means you got dick on the mind.
I have a fun little tale from Friday when I had to take a drug test for my new job.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah. Did you get down on Friday?
Did I get down?
No, stop.
They played Rebecca Black on WNCI.
No, nobody cares.
No.
Please tell me the actual story.
So let me just preface this by saying I hate mandatory drug tests, and I say this as someone who doesn't do drugs.
Yeah, you don't do a lick of drugs.
I just hate them because I hate the whole, like, you have to pee into a cup, which means you have to have an adequate amount of pee for when you get there to pee in, but you have to account for the potential wait time. So you don't want to be, like, bursting the second you get there to pee, but at the same time you want to make sure that you have pee so you don't walk into there and then you're just, I can't pee. And for some reason, I always, my entire life, have just struggled with this, and it just fucks with me, because, like, I never have an accurate gauge on if I have to pee or how much pee I have.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, I have to pee, and, like, I'm not going to last more than, like, a minute if I don't pee, you know what I mean? So, Thursday night, I'm like, alright, I'll just... What's up?
Oh.
Okay. Thursday night, I'm like, alright, I'll just drink some water, you know. I'll have to pee. The place that I had to do my test at opened at 10 a.m., So I was like, you know, I'll just wake up at like 9:30, drive over there. I'll just be literally the first person in line. I wake up at about 6 o'clock, having to piss like, you know, the absolute worst of my entire life. So I piss. I'm like, okay, I'll just drink some water right now. It gets to about 8:30. I wake back up again. I'm like, I have to piss like fucking crazy. So I'm like, all right. So I piss. And I'm like, well, I'm going to need water because this place opens at 10. So I just start chugging water. I start drinking so much that I start to get sick, and I like feel that build up in my throat. I'm like, oh my god!
Why did you drink that much water to the point where you got sick?
He was nervous he wouldn't have enough piss, so he was trying to make some.
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. So I'm gonna throw up in the bathroom.
Oh my god!
It's just all water, but it was like so intense.
Oh gosh!
If I vomit a lot, I kind of get like little. It's not blood blisters. I don't remember what the right term for it is. But you know what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah,
I get these kind of like red spots on my skin from like where blood vessels burst. It's just something that happens to me. I know a couple of other people who like you can tell when they've just thrown up a lot, but like I don't know why it just happens.
Because you're getting real intense.
Like,
because I've seen you puke and you get real fucking intense with it.
Yeah, you do it on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I mean, this one wasn't that bad. Like, it was only a little bit of like burst, whatever. Like, it's cleared up by now. It's not like sometimes I throw up, but I'm still red like a week later. But so you know, my face is just kind of weird and splotchy now. My eyes are like kind of glassy, and I'm like, well, fuck. I'm definitely gonna have to drink more water now because all of that water just went back up. So I start drinking some more water. It gets to be like 9:30. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head over now. So I get in the car. Just even thinking about this makes me need to throw up again. I get in the car. I drive over. It's like 9:50 at this point. I'm like sitting there in the parking lot. I see this lady like already standing in front of the door. So I'm like, well, she's definitely gonna beat me in. So I may as well just wait. It's about 10:05. I'm like, okay, I kind of have to pee now, so like now's a good time to just go and wait. I get out of my car and I can just feel it. I throw up all over the parking lot again, like just standing there.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Because I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I chugged a bottle of water that I had in my car again, just like real quick, just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that part. So I stand up, I just throw up everywhere. I'm looking down at it.
Okay.
And I turn and I realize that the windows at the place are open. And there's a nurse lady inside and she can see me. She's just staring straight out at me. So she's just watched me get out of the car and just throw up all over the parking lot. And I'm like... And I had to do it today because I got this letter thing, or I had to do it that day. And it said you have 48 hours to take your mandatory drug test. But the place that it was at is only open Friday. They're not open Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So I had to take it on Friday. So it wasn't like I could just leave and come back later,
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'm already here, so I just get back into my car, just drink some more water real quick.
Oh, my God.
And walk up to the front. I, go inside, and she's hello, how are you, whatever. Thankfully doesn't acknowledge the fact that she just watched me just throw up all over the parking lot. And just says, it'll just be a second. So I'm like, okay, I sit down, and there's, a little mirror thing there, and I look at it. My eyes are fucking glossy, glassy.
You probably look like you're high.
I look like I'm high as shit, and I look like I've probably just been trying really bad to, detox. I'm I could just smell the, puke smell in my breath. I didn't have any gum. And I'm just oh my God, my fucking...
They were probably anticipating, oh shit, what's it gonna pop up for? And then when they saw the negative results, oh, this guy's just a fuckhead.
But I find out that lady is the one who administers the drug test, the one who saw me throw up.
Yeah.
So she's in there, I'm all fucking nervous, because I'm this lady probably thinks that I'm high as shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to not act like that. I have to piss so bad at this point now. I'm about to burst. So as soon as she opens the door, I run in and just piss everywhere into the cup, hand it to her, and then I leave, but...
And with that, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. Today's sponsor is Alex peeing all over the place.
I didn't know. I peed in the cup in the toilet.
Peeing all over the place.
You put the cup into the toilet and then peed into the cup.
All right, we will be right back. Welcome back.
Welcome. We're back.
All right, what was your follow-up question?
Did you ever debate for a second that you could put another liquid in the cup for him?
Why would I put another liquid in the cup?
What are you talking about?
Vomit?
You could have got paid for it.
He's talking about your jizz.
Oh,
wrong donor.
But then that would affect my ability to work at this job.
Yeah.
So
Would it?
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to pass.
We requested a urine sample. Received a semen test.
All he did was jizz in a cup.
I feel like
This guy's
that.
fucked off
Instructions unclear.
Jizzed in cup.
I wonder if they just added as a side note with the thing coming. Patient had glassy eyes, red swelling around the face, smelled of
she
vomit.
probably thought you taped a balloon of piss to your leg. Or hit it up your ass or something. She's there's no way this guy's not on drugs. How the hell?
Nope, I'm just a fucking idiot.
Alright, well, moving on. It is time for the news, I guess. I'm getting a weird look, but I think we're doing the news now.
I don't see any news.
Where's the news?
Oh, wait.
Here it comes!
Right there.
Right there! Justin, you're going to do the news this week.
Okay, so,
well.
let me put on my monologue voice.
This is Terry Gross, the NPR. And,
Oh, that's impossible.
yeah.
Okay, so, a newspaper, okay, gosh, stop.
No, we got to be serious now because these are some serious news topics.
Yeah, we got a few serious ones. So this week, a newspaper in Maryland was attacked by a longtime hater. I don't know what the right word is.
He's part of the alt-right. He's all these people in power are saying, "Oh, journalists are evil. It's all fake news. They're destroying the country." And then you have people like Milo piece of shit, whatever the fuck his name is, the illegal immigrant here, going around saying that journalists should be killed and murdered and whatever. What?
Well, from what I saw, didn't this dude's issue with this specific newspaper stem from like long before any of them?
No, it did. No, it did.
This was more just a crazy person who was already crazy.
It did, but it's fueling the fire.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying you can't really blame. I mean, you can to a degree, but like this dude was already like.
He's been writing letters to the paper for
Yeah,
years.
but it's also possible that he starts, hearing all this other shit about, take action against journalists or whatever. He's like, oh, now's my time.
Now's your time to act.
Yeah, exactly. And, he's still alive, so, you can always interview him. Well, not us, but I don't want to interview that
next
piece
week
of shit.
on Tacky Tablecloths.
We're sending Justin into the jail cell, and he's just got a microphone shoved into his ass.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should interview him, actually.
Yeah, don't give
just
him
put him
the
away.
time of day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem.
Don't give these people the time of day to spread their agenda to more.
Yeah,
haters.
and how it's been handled in the news so far has been incredibly respectful, especially since it was journalists. Like they haven't been, to my knowledge, just airing this guy's face all over. They could be. I don't know. Fucking Fox News probably
I've seen his face several times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's getting as much publicity as the French newspaper or the French. You remember that a few years ago?
Yeah,
the French paper. I don't know if it was a paper or
the
public.
Because that was was that the journalist that drew a comic of Muhammad or whatever? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm pretty sure.
Which was trying to make a point about free speech, and then Islamic terrorists
this is like
came
a
and
comedy
killed him.
paper or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, in this case,
like Mad Magazine or something.
In this case, this guy was clearly an alt-right hater of people in the journalisms and shit. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, it's just really sad that shit like this has to happen, and that people have to resort to violence. And the fucked up thing is he bought all those guns legally. He passed a background check, even though he had, he'd had the... Did they file like a grievance against him or something? Like he was under investigation since like 2013 or something, I think.
As a suspicious character or something?
Yeah, but he was still able to buy a shotgun. And then was able to just waltz into this building and just start shooting people. He killed 5 people.
Which is also interesting, too, because everybody on the anti-gun side of the debate and the people on the pro-gun side of the debate are saying that, well, we should be able to keep shotguns because they're for home defense and for hunting, and then the other people on the other side are like, well, he didn't buy an AR-15, so they're calling AR-15 this horrible gun when really it's guns. Any gun can cause damage.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. Like
bad people, not bad gun. Bad people. I mean, bad guns.
I know. Well,
aren't any good
and I hate how the whole gun control thing is a whole black and white issue. It's the NRA saying no, they're trying to steal our guns, and then it's being painted that like people on the left are trying to take everyone's guns, and it's not that black and white.
No, it's not.
And hold on, I had a point, and then I kind of trailed off.
Well, nothing's ever as black and white in politics as either side makes it out to be, because it's always not. And this is almost generalizing to an extent, but one side's always just going to generalize the other, and vice versa, because that's what you try and do when you disagree with someone's points. Is you don't fully listen to what they're saying, and you just attack it instead of coming up with a reasonable defense for your own issue. You just go, well, instead of having our gun, instead of having it be a little harder to obtain a gun, he's gonna steal our guns. And then on the other side, it's like, you shouldn't have no gun. Like,
was that your liberal voice too? Well, I think the big issue is the fact that nobody seems to want to do anything.
That's
like, I understand it's incredibly hard. It's going to be a hard process to even get anything done about the issue of people going around and just committing mass murders. But the fact that the Republicans in Congress are saying this like, oh, well, it's too hard and the Second Amendment exists, so we're just going to stop talking about it and do nothing about it. I fucking hate that. You know, these goddamn cowards who are in office and have all the power here, they're getting faced with a hard issue that they should do something about, should address. They're not. They're just saying, oh, well, you know, these are the things that happen in a free society. Like, no, fuck you. People are dying. Children are dying in schools. People are going to work and getting shot. Like, that's not fucking cool. This doesn't happen anywhere else in a developed nation. It doesn't. It does not. Yeah, this needs to fucking stop. You know, I'm sick of, you know, and I know it has to do with a lot of like the fear mongering in the media, but I don't like going out in public and being like, oh shit, I could potentially be shot today. When people in Canada don't have to worry about that. That's not something that's even on their minds. That's fucked up. This country's eroding. I'm getting fucking sick of it. Counterpoint? Point? Whatever. That was my big long rant. Agree, disagree, whatever. I don't care.
It's time for Bryn's weekly rant about why he hates Republicans.
Yay!
No, I mean, I necessarily don't think that all guns should be outlawed, but yeah. I do think that it needs to be much, much more difficult for someone to obtain a gun, and you need to be able to prove that you're of sound mind to obtain one. And I know that people are still going to find their ways to get guns, you know, no matter what. But you need to at least make it more difficult for people at the initial level to purchase a weapon.
Oh, exactly. I mean,
a man like that guy should not have had access to a weapon.
No, the guy that shut up Parkland should not have been able to get a gun. The guy that shut up the nightclub in Orlando should not have been able to get a gun. It seems like every single time there's one of these shootings, it comes out, oh well, we had him on our radar for a while. Then why didn't he pop up on the background check? Why didn't somebody flag this? Why are the rules set in place not working?
Yeah.
When the people who in the NRA and who are pro gun and I'm with you, like I don't feel like, you know, going around and ripping guns out of the hands of people is the right answer. But when these checks are in place and people are saying, oh well, see, we already have gun control, but it's not working. Clearly, something has to be done. Like, do something.
And I think this all leads back to a whole larger mental health issue that, you know, we're just ignoring in our country.
Well, yeah,
a lot of it.
Yeah, but I've heard the the right side of this saying, oh well, it's more of a mental health issue than a gun issue. Like, it's both.
It is.
You can't just say it's one or the other. Like, yeah, no, it's both. It's clearly people need to be able to get access to, and that stems over to healthcare, where, oh well, we need, if we don't want people shooting up places, then they should get mental health. Well, they can't really afford that because you people don't want these people to have fucking healthcare. So,
well, it's like $200 a session and like $350 for an initial consultation to start seeing a psychologist. That is, I don't know many people who can afford that.
Yeah,
no.
And even with insurance, the copays are $75 or something.
Mm-hmm. And you have to do that
per session
just to meet up with them, you know, just to get given any sort of medicine that will help you. And even then, a lot of the side effects on those are so poor that they just drive adverse behavior in a completely opposite direction.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you had depression and now you're fucking manic and, like, you know, you're starting to develop schizophrenia. Like,
cool. That totally could have been prevented or at least helped in a actual developed nation that gives a shit about its citizens. But no, oh no, the healthcare industries and the insurance companies need more money. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you wanted to get some medication and some help. Oh, sorry, you didn't have enough money.
Why is he rubbing his nipples?
It's from South Park.
It's a thing from South Park. But I was also making a point. Yeah. Oh, there's no other internet or cable companies around. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's how I feel whenever I talk to WoW about them just adding more ridiculous things that don't make sense.
I was on Reddit yesterday on r/Columbus, and somebody from WoW was like, "Hi, I'm a local WoW representative. I'd like to talk to you about saving you money." And I'm like,
bullshit.
Get the fuck off of my fucking subreddit.
Yeah, well, Reddit's a big place for people to go and advertise their shit, especially in those smaller groups.
But they literally started telling blatant lies about like what kind of service they can provide, how they're providing gigabit service in certain areas when they're not.
Yeah,
like
and
literally
Time Warner
was
and Comcast
looking
is
at
the
their
same thing.
service map, and they're like, "So it said you don't have gigabit service in this area, but you're trying to sell me a package for $79 a month." Well, the charts that are posted online are a little different than what the salespeople actually have access to.
So why don't you post that somewhere where people can see and have knowledge,
chart, buddy? Post your chart.
That's why our generation is moving away from all these big shady corporations, is because they're not transparent. It's, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation have become so desensitized to that, and they're just okay with getting fucked over like that.
Oh, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, oh, it's just the way it is. Oh, they're going to add all these service charges. Oh, can't dispute that. It's a big corporation. And now it's like, with the age of the internet where there's competition and if you're not transparent with your, with your customers, with your fan bases, with your audiences, with anything, people are going to expose you and they're going to call you out for that shit.
Well, that's why they're having what they're doing now, where they're just paying areas to be the only provider to that area, like how WoW is the only place that's allowed to give you internet in our...
Yeah, and that's fucked up. Like, that's not free trade. That's not a free market.
You can get Dish for cable, but that's... Or, whatever the fuck, but that's about it. Like, the internet has to go through WoW here. There's no other option.
That's some communist bullshit.
It is.
That's... Oh, my God. And it's fucked up.
It's very similar to what we read the other day about the reviews about your apartment complex, where the apartment complex is letting drug dealers live here or something that they
don't. Yeah,
what? Okay.
There was some review that said that, and whatever.
Said
that I don't give a shit.
They're allowing people to live here, and so they get paid off by these people so they can live in this community or something. So it's basically the same thing with the cable company. They come in, they pay off the owners so that they can be the sole provider in this area.
It didn't seem like something that was real.
I was going to say, the difference is one of those is a legal transaction between a business and an apartment complex, and the other is some crazy random person ranting because they saw a car driving around the parking lot at 3 a.m. and they're going, "It's those damn drug dealers!"
Right.
Does that happen?
I'm assuming, since whoever the crazy person that wrote that review was, like we got a pool problem.
Oh yeah, oh that was addressed in one of the reviews. Actually, it was one of the more recent ones. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's selling weed around here, but I don't give a shit as long like
they're not.
As long as you're not bringing like violent drug related bullshit into my house, do whatever you want. I don't care.
And they're not. I mean,
they're not. And we've never had a problem.
It's just some peaceful dudes selling weed. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know why that's such an issue. I don't know why. But then again, you go back to the whole issue of the people who have issues with weed being legalized in the first place.
Yeah, and then you have violent criminals running around, and you have people getting thrown in jail for nothing, for absolutely nothing.
Did you see the? There was some. I don't remember. It wasn't Vermont. It was one of those nor'easter states.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a massive bust of the THC vape pens.
Oh God, really?
I took the time to arrange them all over the squad car. They got fucking 40 boxes of them, but it's just it's literally
cool. Good for you.
What even?
Reminds me of the Super Troopers.
Yeah. Because it's okay, you can have your implied criminal element of whatever, of you can try and lie and say that weed invites this horrible whatever, but it's fucking the THC vape pens. Who's buying those? It's mostly just dumbass high school kids and shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people are moving away from smokables and go into either vaping or edibles or liquids.
Pens would be vape.
Would be vapes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
but flowers aren't as prevalent anymore, at least.
See, I don't know these things because I don't.
I mean, you could still get flowers anyway. They're just not as fresh as they used to be a few years ago. Fresh. Just saying. Anyway.
Freshen your flowers, ladies and gentlemen.
So, a few weeks ago, do you guys remember when we talked about the firefighter that saved the kid from the building up in Paris that, like, climbed it? People are calling him the Spider-Man guy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, this week, that man was hired by the Paris fire department, and he's now a firefighter, which was his dream or something.
That's awesome.
So,
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Guinness is about to open their first brewery in America in 64 years. It's going to be in the Baltimore area. I don't know if you guys like Guinness.
I love Guinness.
Yeah,
that's my favorite beer.
So we should definitely make a trip out there.
Fucking I want to go to the Guinness factory.
I mean, I do love their Nitro, and their American Blonde is tolerable. It's not good, but it's tolerable.
I don't really like anything other than just the
I
regular
like the
Guinness.
The Nitro is so damn good.
It's a little too
thick.
I don't know. Isn't it super caffeinated?
Thick. What?
Isn't it super caffeinated, the Nitro?
No.
It feels like you're just drinking air.
Carbonated. It's
carbonated.
Did you say caffeinated?
Shut up.
I heard carbonated.
No. I don't know. I thought I said the right word.
Okay, I heard carbonated though.
I thought I said carbonated.
I mean, Nitro just has a weird specific feel to it, but I love the feel of Nitro, like in my beer.
That's Anthony.
So, Universal Studios theme park announced that the Jurassic Park ride is due to be demolished by 2019.
Oh no! What are they going to put in its place?
Well, they're building Jurassic World, but they're getting rid of the original Jurassic Park ride. Did you ever get a chance to ride it?
No, I was being sarcastic. I don't give this... Actually, wait. At where?
At Universal Studios.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Is that the one that goes in...
It's the raft.
I did.
The raft,
I have
and you go
actually
down
been
it.
on
It's
that.
awesome.
It's weird.
And then
So they're just revamping the whole park, basically.
They're basically tearing down a whole large section of it and then making Jurassic World instead of it being the small Jurassic Park area that was there before, which really wasn't that small. They're definitely one of my favorite places to go.
It was sizable. It was sizable.
They had the pterodactyl ride. They didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
So I bet they'll keep the pterodactyl ride because that covers.
That was in like the kiddie area because they had like the sand pit with the excavation and
I would even
and all that and
just be like get my little brush out.
Yeah, I mean there were really only like 2 rides there. It was the pterodactyl ride and then the boat ride.
But there was also a bunch of gift shop and the food and everything.
Well, yeah, because they recreated the whole visitor center from the movie, which is so cool.
And then they had the dinosaurs like hidden in the bushes as you'd walk by. That might make a noise and shake the bushes or something.
Yeah, it's like animatronics.
That was really cool. And then as soon as you walked through the gates, it was like, and you're like, I'm so happy I'm in Jurassic Park.
No, it's Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World. And then there was another ride that was getting torn down. Oh, they tore down some of the Toy Story stuff too, and they're putting in a new Toy Story Land at Disney World, which is, I think, pretty cool.
I thought that already opened.
Maybe it did.
Oh wait, no, wait. Yes, it's open. Because I know there's that Slinky ride that goes through the whole area. It's like it's a really long coaster.
Roller coaster?
Yeah.
Is there more than one?
What?
What are they called? Not track. Not cars. There are more than
one
train.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay. And then
they're still building the Star Wars land, which we'll see. That'll probably at least be profitable because of the theme parks, but the movies are becoming not profitable.
Hopefully they put a bar there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know there's gonna be a cantina. It's probably gonna be all family friendly and shit though.
Boo.
Yeah. Or like an adult cantina.
You can go to Universal and get butterbeer, which I think actually has alcohol in it. Doesn't it?
Does not.
It does not.
It doesn't.
It's just.
I mean, you could sneak in a little rum and.
Well, I bought beer at the at there. They had like something called Witch's Ale or something like that.
Yeah, now that's
like
actual
weird spiced
beer.
rum
but
or something.
I had the butterbeer when I was at Universal. I mean, it's good.
Oh, it's real good.
It's not alcoholic. It's just.
What does it taste like?
It's like cream
I was kind of afraid to try
mixed with like root beer, sort of. Like it's in that school, but then it's got that.
There's a recipe online to make it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's got that definite butterscotch.
Yeah, you can get it in like liquid form or like as a freezy.
Ew.
Did you guys hear about Bethesda in the news this week?
The Westworld thing?
Bethesda has sued Warner Brothers over stolen ideas for a Westworld mobile game.
Do you know what's the funniest thing about that?
What?
Do you know how they were able to so easily tell that it was their code just lifted straight out of it?
Because the bugs.
The same fucking bugs!
Yep. Classic Bethesda.
Classic Bethesda.
So had you guys played Fallout Shelter before?
Yeah, I have it on my Switch, actually.
Yeah, I did. It's not my kind of game in the slightest. I
Yeah,
don't like that, like,
I don't hate it, but yeah. Well, it's not as bad. Like, you can sit there and play it without too, like, there aren't really any of those, like, you know, the waiting times and whatever. There are a little bit, but it's not as microtransaction-y as...
There's just not really, like, anything, like, developed for phone that I like playing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play real games on my phone, like, you know, on an emulator, or, like, when an older game gets actually moved to the mobile market, but I don't like playing just phone games.
I would not... Like, when Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out for the phone, I'm like, this is stupid.
That's on phones now?
Oh, yeah. Phones are as powerful as a PS2.
Yeah. But there's no joysticks or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
you gotta
it's
use
incredibly hard to play.
Unless you buy your own controller,
Yeah.
but those are so damn pricey.
They don't even make good ones for the Apple anyway.
Yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon on phone's fun, though.
Yeah, see, that's a real game that's ported to
exactly.
mobile as opposed to...
You guys ever play Fragger?
Like
Fragger?
Fragger, the guy that has the little grenades and he's like got to throw them into the...
Oh, yeah, there's so many clones of that same game.
I think Fragger was one of the original ones. That was my favorite game.
Like the old...
So many hours on that.
Yeah, like the Angry Birds type stuff. Like, you just shoot something in it.
Right.
Yeah. Where you have a trajectory and then you have a certain weight.
Yeah, I mean, those have been around on, like, Flash games for years. I'm sure on older, like, consoles there was something similar to that, too. Just those physics-based games.
I could see that being one of those shitty games that's on the PlayStation Store for like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Or free, and they're like, oh, we give away free games.
No, they're like... They're almost getting to be as bad as Steam when it comes to their quality control on what gets put onto the market.
You need to see the Nintendo eShop. That place is a cesspool of garbage-ass indie games. They do no quality control there. You can't even see what like... If I'm be like, let me see what, like, kind of good games are on here. There's, like, nothing on there. There's no way, like, it's so, the eShop's so underdeveloped, like, the interface is just so shitty that you can really only see, like, the top 10, like, best-selling games currently, new releases, which is just 1,000 piece of shit games that get posted there every single day. And then you can search for specific games if you find something online, but, like, maybe I just want to discover something new.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real way to do that. So, yeah.
I don't automatically look at all your personal information and determine what your likes are.
See, I'd be okay with that for, like, my gaming habits on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Sony does that. Like, it goes through your game's catalog and it gives you the recommended games and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, Steam does that. Like, I'm fine with that. Help me find something that doesn't suck ass. They never do, but I appreciate the effort.
At least you tried there.
So, the former CEO of retail giant Toys R Us, who resigned in 2013 in meetings to purchase and reboot Toys R Us.
Why?
In a different way, not as big as a thing as it was before, but more...
They should just get acquired by Amazon and call it a day.
That's
or
the
Toys
best.
R Us should have bought GameStop a long time ago, and they just went that way, because then you can have your toys and your games.
No. GameStop's not too far behind Toys R Us.
GameStop is going to be bankrupt within the next 5 years.
It'd be kind of like, do you remember Discovery Zone?
Yeah.
For some reason, people's, like, nostalgia boners have just pulled Discovery Zone out of nowhere within the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I think it's because someone at BuzzFeed wrote an article about Discovery Zone, so now everyone's, oh my god, I remember Discovery Zone!
You know why that shit goes around so fast? Because people can share it on Facebook.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When someone writes a BuzzFeed article...
That's how the fake news gets out.
And then 5 million people share it because it's a BuzzFeed article and it's totes relatable. But,
Totes.
Do you remember Discovery Zone?
Oh my god.
I do! And I was reading up on the company history because I obviously didn't know it because I fucking forgot Discovery Zone existed until I saw the, like, 4,000 BuzzFeed articles about it.
Was that the place at Easton from the Discovery Channel where they had, like, different...
No.
Okay.
It was like a shitty version of Magic Mountain.
Where all they had was, like, it was like the play jungle gym
yeah,
thing.
it was
type
like,
thing.
It was
all
just
foam.
the inside of Magic Mountain.
Yeah, I don't remember that then.
But
did they have arcade games and stuff there?
I think they did. I don't know how much.
All I remember was that Ever was going on the like Jungle Gym thing.
Same.
Like the foamy gym, whatever it's called.
But I found out the Blockbuster Video was actually one of their early biggest investors.
Huh.
And it's just like, oh. I mean, the Discovery Zone tanked well before Blockbuster did. Discovery Zone tanked in about 99.
Yeah.
But then, I think that was actually part of why Blockbuster might have been so hesitant to buy Netflix back in the day. Because they were like, well, we already invested a lot of money and that fucked us over.
I don't think that... I don't know. I don't think that if Blockbuster had bought Netflix, I don't think that they would have done the same thing.
No, they wouldn't. And I
don't think that we would be where we are right now with the...
It's just you saying that Toys R Us should have bought GameStop just reminds me of that same thing where it's like one ship that was about to sink in 5 years buying another ship that was currently sinking. It's just kind of funny.
And with that, yeah, we'll get back to this after the second break here, but we'll talk a little more about that. We will be right back. And we're back. Yeah, we're back, but Justin's like calling a pizza place to order a pizza.
Oh, I was going to get more water.
Oh,
my throat's dry from all the...
All right, I mean, you can get up. I'll just keep talking.
No,
all right, guys. All right, so this is personal time with Bryn here.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how it is.
It's over there.
Get the go.
I'm gonna give you the real scoop on life, man.
You already had your rant about Donald Trump.
No, it's not a rant, man. This is the real deal. This is the scoop.
I recommend you talk about people being undependable.
I'm not going to rant about people failing on a D&D game.
Not those specific people. Just people in general.
How about
I don't want to do that. How about we go back to what we were talking about, nostalgia boners for weird things from our childhood.
Let's not talk about fucking rants because I will fucking rant about how much I hate nostalgia
Let's talk about
culture.
boners. Oh, speaking of which, Uncle Dan, did you hear about LeBron?
Yeah, he hasn't made a decision yet.
Yeah, I don't want to do Uncle Dan this weekend.
Uncle Dan's still passed out.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, we'll bring him back out for something.
Now, whenever LeBron finally makes his decision in his fucking decision cave, I'm sure Uncle Dan will have something to say about that, but...
If you had to make a sound track for a decision cave, what would it sound like?
Well, it's in the Caribbean, so it's just... Like, I'm just picturing he's, like, sitting at, like, this throne in this fucking, like, cave with, like, waves splashing in and shit. And, like, all these teams are coming in and they're offering their bounties to LeBron. And he's just, like, using Tyronn Lue as, like, a footstool. He's just sitting there. He's got, like, his scepter here. And he's like, so tell me why I should join the Lakers. And they're like, well, I mean, you know, we've got LeVar Ball, and he's you know, we'll keep his dad locked in a room for you, Mr. LeBron.
I don't get that joke.
LeVar Ball's dad is the biggest piece of shit in sports right now.
Yeah.
So he's an adult. This LeVar Ball is an adult.
LeVar Ball is a 21-year-old man, and his dad is a piece of shit who's roughly 40-something. He played like...
So he had his kid when he was 60?
He played like 2 snaps in the NFL, and was it the NFL or the NBA?
I thought he was in the NBA.
He played college ball, but I think he ended up actually... it doesn't fucking matter. He's one of those, like, you know that guy who will, like, boast his ass off to you and talk about how he could, like, you know, hit a shot from half court, but he'll never
Back in my day...
Hey, Kip, how much you want to bet I can throw this here pigskin over the mountains?
He's literally Uncle Rico... But Uncle actually Rico. Good at being a showman.
He was on WNCI.
He made his own like god awful shoe brand that's worse quality than. Do you remember Stephon Marbury's Starberry shoes back in the day?
No.
Vaguely.
They were like he wanted kids to have accessible shoes.
Oh yeah,
so he
yeah.
Made sure that they were all no more than $15. Which was like one of the coolest things that like professional athlete has done to try and help other kids. LeVar Ball's or the Big Baller brand shoes are like worse quality than that, and they're like $300.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make his own Jordans.
He's trying to
get a cult following behind him, like
and he's using his whole asshole persona to sell these shoes.
I'm an asshole. Buy my shoes.
Basically.
Yeah, and his son has to be just so fucking embarrassed.
Oh no, and that's the thing is like. people take it out on his son because they're like, your dad's a piece of shit.
You're enabling this.
And his, I mean, it's like, it's your dad. Like, it's just, I'm sure that it's probably hard for him. His son's, like, in every interview I've seen, he's, like, a nice dude. Mm-hmm. He's, like, respectful and courteous, and, like, his dad's just, like, you know, over there on the side screaming and talking shit about other players in the league. Like, his dad has caused so many problems for his son. Mm-hmm. It pisses me off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can't choose your family, and it's...
You can't.
Really,
but you can also tell your dad to leave you the fuck alone in your professional life.
There were teams that refused to even consider him purely because of his dad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like...
That sucks.
Well, it does suck, but... And that's what I'm saying. I'm sure that it's difficult to try and have that talk with your father, but I legitimately feel bad for that kid, because he's held to this ridiculous standard as a player because his dad's such an asshole.
Right.
I don't know that this really matters, but is this a white guy?
No, it is not.
Okay. Because it kind of sounds like a guy that I know.
Yeah.
His dad.
I mean, that's the thing. He's basically just that drunk asshole dad who's like, yeah, my son could go out there and score 40 points. And son's like, no, Dad,
my son can kick your son's ass.
Like, Dad, no, I can't do that. He's like, come on, Dad. Or son, get it. Did you see the trailer for the new fucking David Spade Netflix movie?
No.
The premise of it is about your dad beating the shit out of your friend's dad. And David Spade is like a redneck, and he lives in the back of someone's pickup truck.
Was this Joe Dirt 3?
Joe Dirt 7.
Joe Dirt, but we didn't have the money for the Joe Dirt license.
Joe Dirt, The Reckoning.
It looks... It's like, you know those trailers you watch, and you're just like... this trailer's so bad that I'm actually just angry at this movie's existence. Mm-hmm. It's one of those.
You mean Adrift?
Yes, but even more so, because it's like, it doesn't look like a single person put effort into anything in the creation of this film.
Most Adam Sandler movies?
Yes. Which I guess makes sense because it's David Spade.
Yeah, is it a Happy Madison production?
I figure that went without saying.
Oh, yeah.
If something's choosing to have David Spade as the lead actor in it, kind of has to.
Let me guess, Rob Schneider makes a cameo appearance?
He didn't in the trailer, but I'm sure he does in the movie.
What's this movie called?
I think it's called Father of the Year. No, it's something dumb like that. Yeah,
you're right. David Spade,
that's another movie. That's an actual good movie.
Yeah, it is Father of the Year.
Wait, what?
Father of the Year 2018.
Wait, I thought that... Oh, no, that's World's Greatest Dad.
Robin Williams.
That's what I was thinking
is
of.
A drunk, deadbeat dad.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Anyway...
Oh, this is
on the topic of a good movie, I saw Hereditary this week. Yeah. And you guys have not seen it.
No,
not
Have
yet.
either of you seen The Witch yet?
I still need to see that. It's been on my... He's never seen it.
Okay.
Wait, is that the one that's on Netflix that has the witch, but it looks like two V's next to each other?
Oh. It's on Amazon Prime, but
Did you see it?
I think I've seen it.
You think you've seen it?
I've seen Is it a horror movie?
Kind of.
It's suspenseful.
I've seen a lot of horror suspense movies, and I just
Does it have a character called Black Phillip?
I don't remember.
You would remember if
nope. I wouldn't remember. I really wouldn't.
It's kind of like
I
The
can't even
Village,
remember Annabelle,
but
and I've seen it like 8 times.
Okay, but that's not a good movie. This is a good movie. That's the difference.
Okay, well, no, I don't. Continue your story, sorry.
Annabelle's about a doll, right?
Well, I mean, it's about more than a doll. It's about these two people who are paranormal investigators.
Yeah, it's the doll movie,
okay,
yes.
Yeah. Everything I've seen of that movie, it looks like trash.
Yeah.
Spooky, scary ghost lady in the walls.
The first Conjuring I actually liked, but then they have like the whole Conjuring cinematic universe now.
Is Annabelle part of that cinematic universe? Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
That's the Blumhouse comic book cinematic horror ghost movie universe.
But this is Hereditary is an A24, and they're starting to become known for that just specific brand of like suspenseful horror. Like, it's considered horror, but it's really just more of like
weird,
an incredibly slow burning thriller type thing. But if you've seen The Witch, which you guys haven't, so I can't talk too much about that, and I don't want to talk too much about this movie to ruin it. But it had one of the most original scripts. Like, I had no idea where the fuck it was going. Like, every time I thought I had a handle on it, something came in out of nowhere and just took it in a completely different direction. And yet, most of the elements were still really well foreshadowed. Like, it wasn't one of those movies that just, afterwards you go, oh.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that there would have been some sort of indicator about any of that. Like,
almost all of Shyamalan's movies after Sixth Sense, pretty much. Because Sixth Sense had, like, the best foreshadowing.
Yeah. Where the twist doesn't feel earned in the slightest. This, everything, thinking back on it afterwards, every single element of it was earned, but none of it's anything that you see at the time. Like, most people have been comparing this movie to The Witch. I think it's much better. Just, I don't know if it's, like, specifically just because it's a modern day film, and, like, I don't really like a lot of period piece kind of things. Like, I can still watch them. Like, I still enjoyed The Witch, but this one, just to me, is a lot better.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it to you guys. You should see it.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. I just didn't.
And it was going out of theaters at Marcus, so I knew if I didn't see it then, I was never going to get to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
I don't agree with
Was it worth seeing in theaters, you think?
See, that's the thing, I was told that there were specific elements using the projection that you needed to see it in theaters because you needed to see the actual projection.
Huh? How?
It's elements. I don't want to like spoil anything, but it's with the way that certain things come into view that they only would be from light going onto a screen that they won't be when it's just on a Blu-ray. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean, yeah.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but it's
okay, I'm sorry. I thought these were all digital projectors, though, these days.
Well, they are, but
it's
still light.
on,
It's still light being projected onto a...
It's light going onto a screen.
Yeah, but instead of the film passing through individual frames of film, it's just on a hard drive that gets plugged into the projector and shot out.
And it's just, I can see that, but I don't feel like it added enough that I needed to see this movie in theaters. The only thing I will say, kind of like It Follows, I don't know if it's going to have the same impact when I don't have the sound punching the shit out of my face at every...
Did you sit close to the screen?
I sat in the very back of the theater, but that's where... The rumble was, because it was in one of the really small ones.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that.
Oh, It Follows, yeah.
I know, you told me to watch that for a while, and I had it on my list.
We need a better sound bar. I love our sound bar, but we need surround sound for that to work.
Oh, I know.
You guys...
That's one of those movies that needs surround sound to work to its fullest. Like,
you guys can't run a little cord from there to here and
I don't know.
Shift the
I don't know how the hell those work.
No, it would definitely work.
Huh?
Just
that before
but
Alex
to be honest,
leaves.
though, if you guys get a subwoofer...
We already have.
Oh, do you have a subwoofer?
Yeah, I mean, we have a sound bar.
If you guys get a dedicated subwoofer, then it will totally change your movie experience.
Oh, yeah, no, I was thinking about getting
that thing alone has changed our watching experience.
I mean, it was only... I think I paid... I probably paid more than you guys would want to pay, but I paid around $300 for mine, and it is absolutely... changed my whole perspective on it. If I could get like 2 speakers in the back and maybe fix my center speaker, it would be even better, but...
What?
I just, we're still filming and now we're just talking about, look, here's the sound system we're going to buy for our house.
Home audio by Justin and
I don't know. You guys want to just wrap this up?
I have one more topic I want to talk
one more topic. About. Okay. Yeah, because we're getting...
So, what did you guys think about the... I hate to bring it up because we talked about it a lot in the group message.
Oh, yeah. You did want to...
Planet Oasis to be built in Sunbury, $2.5 billion complex.
That was the thing that I wanted to talk about, and I could not, for the life of me, remember what the fuck I was trying. It was that. Did you hear about that?
The
Planet Oasis?
Yeah, the thing they're building right next to Tanger Outlets.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I cannot fucking wait. I mean, that's gonna be cool as shit.
We're gonna have a surf park, a skate park. A 2 square mile saltwater lake with natural sand beach, but no amphitheater.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's going to suck.
It's going to be bigger than...
see Kenny Chesney there.
It's going to be bigger than Disney World or Disneyland?
It's going to be... apparently the size of the park is relatable to Universal Studios or something due to the size of the... Like, there's 425 million people in a certain area or something, and that size means that we could build a park this big, and it would be fiscally viable or something.
So how does a place like that work? Do is there like an entrance fee, or do you just sort of walk around there and then when you do something you pay for that?
I bet there's certain parts of it that, like, I bet you there's going to be sections of the park where there's admission and you get to go in and do whatever. But I bet you it's kind of going to be set up like Disney World, whenever as soon as you get to Disney World, you park and then you go through that big downtown Disney area, and then you can decide to go into the park and do shit. I feel like it's going to be similar to that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that, I mean, even Cedar Point and places like that used to be, you could walk in, and if you wanted to ride a roller coaster, you just put the money in.
Right,
and
which
ride the roller coaster.
I don't like. I like having one admission fee and then being able to do
I'm more a fan of the flat fee.
Well, for theme parks, but for this thing, it sounds like there's like different things that you do. But
not everybody's going to want to go do the surf park and go to the skate park and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
All those different amenities.
Oh, there's a go-kart track too.
It better be good. All I'm saying is it better be good.
Is there an arcade too? I feel like there was something like that. Yeah.
They're supposed to be, yeah.
Oh, better be good too.
Yeah.
Better be a
because
barcade.
there is going to be a
better not be no damn pinball machine.
There's going to be like a mini Coliseum thing there because they're planning on hosting like
gladiator fights.
Like competitive video game stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming they're going to try and get in like
video stadium.
I'm assuming they're going to try and get in like Overwatch League or something like along those
Smash tournaments.
As opposed to being in the sweaty convention center corner room.
Yeah, exactly.
They are building a convention center on site, though. It's a huge convention center at the very back of the.
I thought they were I thought they were building one on Polaris too.
Yeah, they still are. It's just taking.
They're building
forever.
a convention center over at Polaris, which is kind of necessary, but at the same time, like I don't like having that many people in the Polaris area.
That's.
Oh my god! I know this whole area is just fucking going.
That's why they added like that local cantina and the burger bar and everything because it's on.
It's gonna be it's gonna be right there.
Side.
Yeah.
I take a back road home every day now. Like remember how I told you I was going down one road to get to the highway to get home?
Yeah.
Nowadays I just take Route 3 all the way up to 270 and then get 270 to 71. It's 100 times faster than driving down Polaris Parkway any time of the day.
Yeah.
It used to be it would be bad like 5 p.m. or something, but now it's like 2 p.m. and you're sitting in traffic to get onto 71.
Oh yeah.
It's complete bullshit.
Now that we've just talked about our traffic habits on the show.
We're actual human beings too.
We drive.
Sit in traffic.
So did you what did you think of The Last Jedi? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it too much just because I want to wrap this shit up, but did you like it? Did you not? What did you think? Just give like a brief.
Well, I said I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
At home after I watched it. I really would like to understand more what you guys disliked about it, because some of the things that I thought were goofy and didn't like what I said to you earlier about the quote.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the movie was a good space movie. It was definitely, a lot of the comedy was really unnecessary. But, oh my god, the part where Chewbacca starts to eat the little chicken thingies on the island, I was dying. It was so dumb, but I was dying.
Yeah.
And then I also kind of thought the way that, I don't know if you'd call it Skywalker defeating Kylo Ren at the very end, but the fact that was a...
oh no, I liked that part.
What's it called?
The astral projection.
Astral projection. That it was a projection of himself. That was such a... Oh, sorry. That was such a cool...
Yeah, it's clever.
A cool thing for me, because... And then at the very end, too many losses, I can't take anymore. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the writing, the dialogue was atrocious.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was really bad.
But I will tell you, though, I do want to go back and watch the original Star Wars now, because I don't think that Skywalker or Hamill did a very good job playing the part, but he might have had really bad lines or something. I didn't like him in this movie. But I feel like he must be made way better in the old movies, and now I want to go watch the old movies.
Well, yeah. I mean, the originals are his best work, but...
His lines, I don't know. His lines were really poor.
He was... I mean, they definitely could have been better, but I think he's one of the better parts of Last Jedi.
He's one of the better parts. I think Kylo is the best part.
Yeah, he's the only focal point.
Part of 9. I'm hoping.
I don't like Kylo
because they don't do anything with any of the other characters.
He does too much of a fake deep voice for me.
Oh, you want to wrap this up? Your mommy's calling you.
No, I don't need to talk to her. probably asking me if I'm going to come over for 4th of July on Wednesday. Speaking of which, happy birthday, America.
That's why we use this tablecloth again.
America. America the beautiful. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so...
howdy. I'd like to tell you about America.
So thanks for sticking with us for 10 episodes. Hopefully we do 10 more. And
we will be doing 10 more. We might be doing 17 more.
300 more. Who cares?
At this point, maybe we should decide how many more episodes we're going to do to finish out this season.
I don't know.
We haven't said.
No. We'll figure it out. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're watching this,
here and you guys just do stuff.
Yeah, if you stayed all the way to the end here,
like, comment, subscribe, show us your love.
Yeah. Share this around. If you like it, you want to see more. We'll it really helps us out.
Get us to 100 subs, so Justin and I have a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, they will literally have a hot dog eating contest.
So Alex can lose at a hot dog eating contest.
All right.
It's going to be funny because he's going to show up with like small regular size hot dogs, and I'm just going to be like, "Oh, dude, I thought we were doing little conies from Skyline. Sorry." Yeah, well, I guess you're going to lose.
Cool. Thanks. We'll see you next week. Bye.